The guy I've been seeing for close to 3 months has become increasingly reclusive after losing his job. It has gone as far as ghosting on some messages. How can I salvage this relationship? That's tough. You know, in a world where men are bombarded with how important it is to be the provider, losing our job is not a very proud experience. You know, there's been times where I haven't been in a strong financial position with my wife or with previous partners, and that's not exactly something I want to advertise. I could feel embarrassed by it. I could feel extremely vulnerable. Now, none of that is your fault, but this might give you an insight as to what's going on with him, that it might not have anything to do with how much he cares about you and more to do with feeling insecure about the lack of job. Now, mind you, I'm making some assumptions here, so you've got to take this with a grain of salt and apply it to your situation. The number one skill I see people not practicing in relationships is curiosity. And that's what I would encourage here, is to get curious about what's going on for him. Maybe it has to do with him losing his job. Maybe it has to do with something he's not sharing. But my invitation for you is to get curious with him and see if he's open to open up a little bit so you can find out what's really going on and if this is, in fact, something you guys want to address together. Now, you get to decide the time frame of which you will do that for. If you're being curious, asking direct questions, and he's not engaging with you, maybe he's continuing to ghost, then you want to look to see if you're up for sticking around for that. Thank you guys for sharing your honest and vulnerable questions. If you guys have a question, you can click the link in my bio. I aim to answer about 5 of these a week. If that video just stirred something up in you, I invite you to pause and notice that. That may be a call to action. Maybe you'd like to actually develop that inner ability to deal with this kind of situation in a brand new way. Well, if that's the case for you, you may be interested in my Inner Game program starting at the end of January. I'm going to be taking a small group through 9 weeks of coaching on self-trust, emotional steadiness, and the ability to actually listen to your intuition. With all this noise and advice, mostly unsolicited advice, we get confused. We get discouraged. Perhaps you'd like to have more trust in yourself and that own inner guidance. That's what we're going to be coaching people on. If you want to know more, comment or DM the word January, and I'll send you more information.